Hi, I'm Leanne, and I'm going to read SkippyJonJones by Judy Schachner. Every morning, SkippyJonJones woke with the birds. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath." The lecture went on and on as usual. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse, or a grouse, not a moose or a goose, not a rat or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, SkippyJonJones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm SkippyJonJones, and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth, from a gigantic big bounce, SkippyJonJones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed SkippyJonJones. "What was that?" So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Back on land, SkippyJonJones climbed his way into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, SkippyJonJones began to sing in a mooey soft voice. "My name is Skippito Frisquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo." Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jilly Boo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippy John come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippy John wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road, far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay, caramba, who goes there?" asked SkippyJonJones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Skipito, the great sword fighter," said SkippyJonJones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Poquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Skipito. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pintolito. "See, I love mice and beans," said Skipito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." Leaning toward Don Diego, El Skipito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ears. "Ah, chupichu!" "Bless you," said Don Diego. "Gracias," said Skipito. "Then it is true," decreed Don Diego. "Yip, yippee, yippito! It's the end of Alfredo Bazito. Skipito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios, the bad bumblebeeto." Then all the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Then they took a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to Cirrus Bee's nest. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture on the sand of the great bumblebeetle for Skippito to see. A hush grew over the chimichangas, so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Basito, whispered the crowd. El blimpo bumblebeetle bandito. See, said Poquito Tito, the bandito steals our frijoles. Not your beans, cried Skippito, outraged. See, Poquito continued, red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto and jelly too. And now he comes for us, Poquito added. Por qué? Asked Skippito. Because we are all full of beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall, in his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles? Huh? Asked Skippito. The dude just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito. And you're the dog for the job. Me? Asked Skippito. Then all the chimichangas turned toward Skippito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangas scattered in all directions. Vamos, Skippito, or it is you, the bandito Wilito, they cried. Skippito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then in a muy soft voice he said, My name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Basito flew straight for Skippito until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles, cried Skippito as he thrust his sword in the air. Suddenly, pop, went the bandito, landing on Skippito's sword, and quicker than one could say Chihuahua's cheese and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Basito, the bumblebeetle bandito. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip, 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 yippito! Our hero is El Skippito! He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos! But back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from SkippyJon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Banguicos, Crashito, Papito, Skippito! Just in time to see SkippyJon's closet exploding. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. SkippyJonJones, everyone cried. Hola, muchachitos, he said in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up SkippyJon and covered his head with furry purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs? She scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, SkippyJon began to bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm SkippyJonJones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say good night, SkippyJonJones, called his mama. Buenos noches, mis amigos, said SkippyJonJones. The end.